Laws didn't have a clause. It was the summertime that had no flaws.
Come on, damn thing won't act. Okay, sometimes the technology is not doing what it should do, but what can we say? That's the way it works. We're having a wonderful day here in Los Angeles. We are in View Park. And as we so often say, we may not be in the ghetto, but we can see the fence. Beautiful day. Alexa, what's the weather in View Park, California?
Currently, in View Park, California, it's 71 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect partly sunny weather, with a high of 73 degrees and a low of 58 degrees. By the way, I can help you jumpstart your summer reading goals with this month's free Audible book. Just ask Alexa, what's free from Audible?
Yeah, blow me, Alexa. I don't. Just leave us alone.
I can't wait back.
Yeah, this, what? What? If you can't cuss out Alexa, who can you cuss out?
Siri.
Cuss out Siri.
Yeah, shit.
That's right. That's right. I'm trying to get all my sound effects in here. That one works. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there are those times when you start upon a new journey, and part of the new journey is for us is welcoming new individuals into the fold who start to work with us. We don't get them very often. We don't get them very often, but I am so proud to introduce you to this one because we all feel like it represents a turning point in Pack Stereo, and it represents a turning point in all of our lives to finally have someone to help and work with us. So first of all, let me give you Amari Bakari. Let him tell you about what he's got going.
Yes, thank you, Mario. I'm excited about being here working with Vic and Mario with the morning show. My little segment is called Morning Java and a Joint because that's why I want to get up, get my coffee going, a good joint, but the topics, always won't be on cannabis and marijuana. Like this morning, I want to talk about historic East Towson, one of the oldest black communities in the state of Maryland. It was founded in 1865, and all of the descendants and the founders of this community came from a nearby plantation, the Hampton Plantations, which is approximately 5 miles away. Recently, I've been working on a project with them and the organization NESHA, the Northeast Towson Improvement Association, under the leadership of Nancy Goldring. They have been developing a plan to create a trail that connects the Hampton Plantation to historic East Towson, and the campaign is called Mapping the Road to Freedom. So after working with this organization, I discovered that almost every state has, in the South particularly, or below the Mason-Dixon line, have these communities that are struggling to survive, that people are holding on to the land, and a lot of this property is prime real estate.
So I just want to make sure, because when you first brought this to me, Omari, historic East Towson, these are communities founded by free slaves.
Yes.
Who today, their ancestors are now being impacted because it's being recognized.
Yes.
That they were founded by free slaves.
Yes.
And that involves some money.
Involved money.
And government.
All that. And a lot of these people, the Freedmen Bureau failed a lot of these people and their communities
Wow.
and the development of their communities. And with all that, these communities continue to thrive. They've owned their own land. They've built businesses there. One of the things that the state of Maryland had what was called the doctrine of exclusion, and what it said was any Negro, their children, nor their children's children could ever participate in the wealth of the state of Maryland. Well, so we knew.
Say that again. Wait a minute. I hate to interrupt you.
Yeah, so
But that was a big deal to me. The doctrine of exclusion.
The doctrine of exclusion, which was written in 1638, said that, and it was written by the colonizers of the state of Maryland. They made a decision early on that black people could never participate in the wealth of that state. The doctrine read, no Negro, their children, nor their children's children could ever participate in the wealth of the state of Maryland. Well, what we discovered, so we knew that document existed, but we never seen it applied until we started working with the historic East Towson community. One of the descendants of the Hampton Plantation donated a parcel of land to what's now known as Goucher College. Well, Goucher College has what they call the Hallowed Ground Project. And one of the first things that they did with this project, they sought to change the wording on the deed that said, no African, their children, nor their children's children could ever own this land. And this was the family was the Ridley family. So, we're discovering, we call it the corpus delicti, the body of evidence of what went on with these people once they were no longer enslaved by these plantation owners, and they began to develop and carve out a quality of life that, was suitable for the change that they were now going. They were self-sufficient. They owned their own businesses. The first school still exists in that community that was built as now a community center. The oldest church still exists in that community. As a matter of fact, Nancy Goldring is a descendant of the guy that built the first church there. So there are descendants still living in this community from this plantation.
Now, what you were explaining to me is that, and this is one of the things that we have to give some homage to, because some people get very cynical. But let's just give it a moment, maybe to put the cynicism aside. The white residents within this community are making an effort to recognize the black contributions. And you were telling me, in terms of the local community leadership, they're participating in programs for Juneteenth and other things for the future, where hopefully we'll get a chance to even go out and cover some of that.
Well, we're looking forward to that. So I think one of the things that's particularly interesting about this community, Nancy Goldring is one of just the sharpest sisters I've ever met. She's a great thinker, a great speaker, a great leader. She's provocative, innovative. She would be like an Angela Davis on steroids. I would, if I had to describe her and the impact she has. But one of the things that's happening to these communities across the South is that they're all under attack. They're all under siege. It's either by the Department of Transportation wants to run a highway through the community, or the land is suitable for some type of resort, much like Bruce Beach. And in this case, they just fought off a developer who wanted to build like a 60-unit low-income building in the middle of this community. So it went to court. They fought it out in court, and they won. And so the alternative was, so now what would you do with this land? So Nancy suggested, well, let's make a trail. Let's build a trail that connects the Hampton Plantation to historic East Towson, and on that trail, we'll use technology to tell the backstory on how all this came about.
Wow.
They have artifacts still on the plantation. So the Hampton Plantation was known in Maryland. It was, in fact, one of the cruelest plantations in the state. If you had enslaved person and he needed to be disciplined, you would take him to the Hampton plantation. All the enslaved ancestors on the Hampton plantation wore iron collars around their neck. And if they became troublesome, that iron collar would have spikes on it where they would put bells on it. So whenever you moved, these bells would go off. Now, if you can imagine having, and this was the plantation was a dairy, but they also were ironwork. They made iron. So if you can imagine what all that was like. So we're trying to capture all of that now. And we want to tell these stories. We want to tell these stories, connect the churches. We know that the churches, the HBCUs, and the museums, we have the data. We can tell the stories, and there's still families around that can share these stories that become that, body of evidence.
So everybody pay attention and be waiting. We're introducing Omari right now. The programming that we're developing with him is going to be forthcoming very shortly. We're even talking about a new version of The Quiet Storm, some of the musical things. So I want to give it up. Once again, give it up, my boy, Omari Bakari. All right, so we're going to divert for a second and get ready to come back for Victor Allen's Ethos. You've been listening to Morning Coffee with Mario. What can I say? What can I say? Coming back, Ethos. You've heard about everything today. What's coming up, Vic?
After the two subjects you guys do, I feel like I'm going to be playing in a sandbox. Okay. So, hey, listen. Just know that I'm going to talk about community, bring you a little something about a business entrepreneur who's doing more than just a business, and then a little bit of what they call enjoyment. And then the challenge that I go through in life when somebody says, kiss the tree.
We'll be right back.
You make me wanna fly.
It always stays like that.
Jam, dangerous and without a plan. Fill me up, boy, and let me ride. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. Feel the wind blowing through my hair. So alive, boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. Pour it on, boy. Take me to the night. And ain't no stopping. So what's the use in trying? Destination, baby, all I know is that you and me were meant to be. Never let me go. This traffic jam, dangerous and without a plan. Fill me up, boy, and let me ride. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. It's crazy going through my head. So alive, boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. I got backup. I think it's a conspiracy person.
I got it.
All right, man.
I never thought that love makes you crazy. I never thought that love makes you high. I only hope that love is forever. I only hope that love never dies.
They want to know, did you hug a tree, Vic? Damien said, did you hug a tree?
Kissing them, might as well. Certainly close enough.
Oh, you guys are just wrong. Y'all are just wrong. This is a true story.
Yes. Morning Coffee. The new iteration. That's Love Shadow. Crazy Love.
I like the way
Yes.
that you make me feel.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and now we come to the segment of the show that we have come to really embrace and look forward to.
You mean dump on? You're right. See, the focus. Get ready. Watch what he's going to do. He's going to dump all on my segment because I'm trying to be focused like you guys. Bring that conscious spirit. But watch what he does.
Ladies and gentlemen, Victor Allen's Ethos.
You know what, man? I'm kind of. This is difficult to sit back and not talk about sports, man. It's just weird.
We'll talk about sports.
But see, that's not the. I mean, what were we doing most of the holiday weekend? Tuning in, and specifically to Boston and Miami. But it's not part of the ethos, so I can't talk about it because I can't carry any weight and in depth, and nobody's listening to me anyway. All right. My journey as it is always to sit back and follow community. And in a serious thought, every week I go to what I call the cultural identification of the African American community, and that's Leimert Park. I will go down there I don't wait until an event. I just go. So about a few months ago, they had a Stocker Street collective where they're talking about the new media center that's going to be coming over here in Stocker and Santa Rosalia. And I met this guy, and he was just in a little area by himself, serving refreshments. And I started talking to him, and I said, oh yeah, I have the cafe. I have a little cafe. And it turned out to be something where I said, man, I'm gonna follow up with you and learn more about it. But I didn't know it was on Degnan. It was the Hot and Cool Cafe. So Anthony, I'm talking to Anthony. I said, man, I'm gonna follow up. Well, I did, and I went down this weekend, and I got lucky because I literally was going. This place has this different kind of energy. It's not just a place for coffee and refreshments. It is now becoming a social center, and it's a hub. And you don't get into the let me see how good the food is, right?
Wow.
You get into the spirit of it. So let me
Yes.
tell you what, just for Anthony's position, what he represents, and then I can't wait to follow up with him and go back down there at this point while it's been a few months since I talked to him. Okay, Anthony Jolly Jr. basically has 6 years of experience in owning an independent coffee business with multiple revenue streams, including living on and sourcing from single estate farms, importing, roasting, and wholesale and retail sales, including internationally. But you know how we are sometimes. We can look at the brick and mortar and we can't tell the depth of it. Also, if you do go to the website, which many probably have already, there's a social consciousness that's there as well. And I would say to go through the website, you do your own research to learn more about it. He represents more than just I'm serving you a product. It's what he represents, period. So while down there, I said, well, let me take a moment. And I got lucky and there was a performance. And I said, I'm going to take a chance because it's an independent performance. And it was a particular individual who was speaking in front, outside, before his performance, talking about how he was a writer. And this deals with the background of writing music and everything Mario can relate with. And he said, I got lucky one day by writing my music, and Issa Rae contacted me and said she would like to use one of my songs on Insecure. So he's telling the story that you never give up, but you quit being complacent and take a chance. So I decided to go ahead and say, hey, look, let me see how you perform. And he's performing in the cafe. So I get to get 2 for 1. Now I hope you guys can enjoy this because his name is Darius Lowkey. I don't know if Mario has the video up already. If it's there, I hope this is it. Yes, it is. That's my ethos.
So we're gonna make this song called Progressive, but it's specifically me.
Smoke like Morse code. I don't see nobody like Torso. Niggas left you, you a so-so. These niggas feeling like prayer. I be thinking you on my tail. These niggas feel on my dick. Fuck them all, COVID help. No balance on me somewhere. Solo when I'm walking through. Used to do it with a produce. Now I do it for my muses. Now I do it for the ones who don't have a voice when it proves. Nowadays I do it for the ones who said I wasn't new. I made them cut my dick. I made it cold my mouth. I made her throw my dick. I made her cold my mouth. Now I do it for the ones who don't have a voice when it proves. Bounce, bounce,
Yeah. I see some females. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes,
that was
sir.
nice.
Hey,
Yeah,
look.
Charlie has a nice place over there.
Oh man, it is.
You know what? Can I share this on my Sankofa?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this was nice, Vic.
Yeah. Thank you, my brother. Hey, look.
You know what? Can I share this?
I
on
didn't
my
do
San-
anything but go down there, man. And I always say, keep your camera live. Always. Most people do photos. I click video, and to me, this was unexpected. And when he was speaking to people outside, the thing that got me more is what he said about you can't be in Los Angeles if you're here, and you're in music, and you're about culture and not performing in Leimert Park. He says you have to perform
You have to
here.
perform there.
And so what it did is made me think about other areas, and I went to say, where's your ethos? And I looked at Chicago, because I think they got the Brownsville area. We know about DC. Almost anything around is going to be a community of arts and culture. New York has Harlem, the Renaissance historically. And so what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of weeks, I got more music coming from him. And I'm going to try to identify by learning more of what I call similar Leimert Parks throughout the United States, because I don't know enough of them.
Vic.
So that was just part of why I sat back and said, let my Memorial Day recognize my father who served, but also recognize what's happening as a celebration. And then this is the lane that we're in. Mario and I come from the music. You definitely come from the music. So I think you need to keep it on par that this is something that inspires people. And to me, he wasn't worried about how many people were there. He was just saying, I'm talking knowledge first.
Yes.
And come follow me while I perform. So I hope you guys enjoyed that part of it. Any feedback from you guys wanting to twerk?
Well, I
or
just got
anything?
one, no twerking, but I just had one comment.
What is
and
that?
I'd have to correct you on, you were naming little areas in different cities. The only thing happening in D.C.
Right.
is HU, baby.
Yeah. Oh. See, but see, isn't there something called U?
Ain't nothing else happening there. HU.
Wait a minute. Now, let me just say something. Is there a place, an area called U Street or U something like that?
U
U
Street.
U Street.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's with
see?
the.
See,
Hoes was
oh, stop.
Well, it's a different U Street now.
different now.
Oh my
It's
God.
different now.
Matter of fact, they don't call it Chocolate City anymore. They
That's
call
right.
it Chocolate Chip City.
So see, you got to type that in. You guys got to recognize.
But I assure you, the
Right.
only thing happening in D.C.
Right.
is the Mecca.
Okay. I got you. But see, this is part of the education. I don't know it all. And so for me tonight, to go somewhere else and try to learn it, I need to know about what's happening in my backyard. It's not the only place, you know. And I
Keeping
think
an eye on Black L.A. I
yeah,
love it.
Yeah, man. Got to, man. Now, last week, I had what I call my moment. And my moment was I gave you guys a shell of what they call a challenge when you're dating. And I didn't give you all the content because I didn't have enough time to put it all together. So I gave you guys a shell of a performance. Well, I got challenged. And this challenge was there's this woman we call VR, says she was on the hunt. She's on the hunt for hugs and kisses. And so part of that I learned is what type of hugs and kisses. And so the video
What
will-
you hugging and what you kissing.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
See, there you guys go.
No
And so I said, first of all, let me just go ahead and show you guys, did I accomplish the feat that she expected from me? Because this is real. This is true. None of this is pre-planned. And this is what she did. So I hope you enjoy this. And then hopefully you'll recognize that you're going to always be challenged by the unexpected. Go right ahead, Mark. Do your thing. I'm not.
You don't spoil me.
Try to get one what you want.
I'm on the prowl. I'm in my backyard. I have nothing else to do. Okay, baby, I'm going to hug the tree now. Mr. Tree, can I ask you to tell me a secret? I just kissed the tree, baby.
I'm not hugging no damn tree. Oh, that's so my challenge was.
Yeah.
You're a bad
Big
mother.
Allen.
Victor, you've done it again.
Wait,
Damn
man,
it.
I don't know if I did, man. I didn't kiss or hug the tree. So, and listen, she challenged me. She said, "Go hug a tree." I said, "If I get outside somewhere," and I was in Mario knows this area. We got a little park down the hill right there.
There's a line of guys at that tree trying to kiss that tree right now because that girl's.
Well, wait a
What are you
minute.
talking about? There's a line out there.
Let me tell you something. There's a post to this after the fact where I couldn't. Because I said, if somebody sees a black man hugging or kissing a tree, it's over. It's over. So I couldn't do it. But somebody recognized.
It's all about the wood.
Somebody recognized VR's talent.
You remember how Richard Pryor described what that line was like?
Right. Which line?
Okay. You're right.
Up next.
See, I gotta give it up to VR because there's a story where you guys are gonna see this. I might as well set it up, not wait for it because I know we're moving quickly. But
No, we
VR,
ain't.
yeah, see, I got to because I can't give you guys no room because I know you'll dump on it. I got to get through this real quick before Mario gets there. So there was a video that VR Vanessa Reed put out on TikTok. Well, it got picked up by somebody. And so it got picked up by somebody who, when you see the video, it's short, you will realize, okay, wow, what's happening? Well, Snoop Dogg, and I won't tell you anything else when we play the video, recognized this cat. He recognized this cat. And you're going to, Oh, don't tell me the video's not there, Mario. Oh my God, it's not.
You put a link to TikTok. Though.
That's good. That's good enough because we can go there because it does. You don't have the video, and I'll put the video in the link, and you can go down the page a little bit, or excuse me, scroll, and I'll tell you which video it is. And you keep going, keep going. Now go. Okay, right there where it says 19.4. Okay. Where you see a video that says 19.4K. There you go. All right. Snoop Dogg actually looked at this guy because of what he was attempting to do.
Tell me what.
I said, well, that's okay. What he's attempting to do, and he said, look, let me go post what you're doing because this dude is being bold by showing himself. And when Snoop put it, I believe, on his link to his TikTok, he blew up. So this guy got 7 million likes already. And he's got
dances or something, right? I saw something with him the other day.
right. And so he looked at Vanessa Reed and decided, I want to.
He got 4 titties.
Can we just play the video? Just play the video.
Hey, Kong. King Kong. Hey, Kong. Hey, Kong. King Kong.
No. Okay, now wait.
Now I got 2 titties,
Wait a minute.
but he got 4.
King Kong.
No, wait a minute.
Looks like my ex.
Let me stop. Let me just say this. Let me say this.
King Kong.
Better stop calling out VR because King Kong might come.
See,
Then we.
no, I
how
know
we
you guys
stop
gonna.
it?
I know you guys gonna have a challenge with this. So here's the challenge. Okay. And it's almost at 20,000, and that was just posted yesterday. So it is one of the fastest moving on his last several day posts. Now, here's the question. How bold would any of you in this room? See, how bold would any of you in this room post yourself?
I'll show my
shirtless?
titties if Omari shows his titties.
I ain't doing it.
You're not showing. We know. Okay, so that's it. We're not showing no titties. Mine are sensitive. I don't mind. You can kiss on them.
Wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute.
We need to get Steve Harvey in here. He said he'll be a gorilla. He'll be all the gorillas.
Now, here's my question. I will say a number, and you say no or yes. Shirtless, $1,000.
No.
Wait, that's what you're paying right now?
Oh yeah, I'll do it.
For $1,000? Yes.
500.
Yeah.
I'm having 500.
250.
Yeah.
I'll go for
100.
Okay.
How did we get down to 100? This started out
Oh, for
at
the
a
full
grand.
Monty now.
Right. See, I'm saying.
I might show you a butt cheek.
So,
See, he broke us down though. He started off
That's right.
as a grand.
Yeah, that's
He
the
got you
idea.
down to 100. I wasn't going there for
There's
it.
a negotiation technique.
that's right. Listen, the reason why I'm saying that is because, even with VR, I said, you love what this is doing. And I said, you understand that this guy posts several times a day and has a community that really goes, he's not ashamed and he's enjoying it. He's got one where he does, Mario has this. Mario has the Star Wars saber.
I try not to.
Well, he got one where he's dancing, and I can't dance that good. I'm like,
Right.
fuck, how do he do that shit with his big ass?
Yes, wait a minute.
Big ass is part of it. That's what keeps you in
Don't give
balance.
Don't give the face. Don't do the face.
Got to cap the cheeks.
But he just swings the lightsaber, and he's already close to 500,000.
Well, we got to get him to come on and dance.
Okay, stop.
We all got this got to be outside.
He could leave. We could.
Okay.
We all dance with
There
him.
ain't enough room in
I'm-
there.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. You got to be closer to him.
Okay. Okay.
But he'll
Now
knock
stop.
me down. I'm barely. Oh, that's.
Say stop. Hey, you guys, I have a. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I just say you guys gotta see what you should be doing is applauding this brother. That's what
I
I'm
know.
doing.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm applauding him.
That's why I'm there. He's off the chain.
Because you guys are only $100 away from doing it yourself.
No, I'm 250. At least 250. Shit.
What can I say? I'm a cheap date.
Best, and if I have to dance, the best I can do is I can cha-cha without doing my crossover. I can't get the crossover.
Like I said, when your shirt's off, don't get mad when all the ladies start hitting you up on WhatsApp. Okay.
Oh, that would be bad.
All right. So here's the freedom. The freedom is you will see more dancing from me, and the challenge will be when will you guys first drop your dancing videos wherever they are, and then we're closing my ethos.
What can we say?
Anybody gonna dance anytime in the future?
Well, you know what? So I was going to talk about that because now that I've had the stem cell therapy, I'm moving a lot better, and I can dance. I can cha-cha. I just can't.
We'll be
do
the
the
judge of that.
I just can't do.
We'll
the
be the
crossover.
judge.
Trying to cross over
Right.
gets me all twisted up, and my balance kind of
Okay.
awkward there. But just going back and forth.
As long as you fall face forward into the stuff.
See, there we go. See, we're going. See, we're going. See, I know that the women are interested in knowing how men move. I already recorded a
Yeah.
couple of videos for myself, so I'm gonna get over this challenge because I know they're waiting for it from all of us. That's my ethos.
How we move.
Victor Allen's Ethos.
Ethos, baby. Ethos.
That's it.
But Vic, I gotta give it to you, man. I just love the videos you created. With
Playing
that
from
shit.
Mario's
Thank you, man.
iPad.
Appreciate
4.
it.
Well, what can we say? It's been a day. We got some requests. Some people reached out to me about a post that was up on Facebook. So I thought that maybe before we went out, I would show this. It's been a wonderful show indeed. Victor Allen bringing that ethos, and Omari Bakari, well, we don't know. He brought something out.
He brought wealth and
He
knowledge.
brought wealth and kindness and the Afrocentric focus. And once again, power to the people.
All power to the people, baby.
Power to the people.
All power to the people.
So as we go out, I did a little piece for all the parents. And let's take a moment. We're gonna, because the parents were writing in, and they were like,
Oh, I
let's
get
hear
it.
the parent piece. Good morning. It's not even morning, it's afternoon, but I'm outside, sitting at the table, looking and thinking, playing music, Robert Glasper, mellow piano stuff. And it has me thinking about parents, many of you. I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why my mind takes me on the journeys that it does. I have absolutely no idea about why I think about the things that I do at the times that I do. No idea. But today, this morning, as I'm having my coffee and a little smoke, I'm thinking about parents. I really, really have known parents. I mean, really, really. 30 years pediatric emergency. I've seen them at their best and at their worst. 3 o'clock in the morning with 104 fever. Terrible cough. I've seen them. I've seen them. I've seen parents. I've watched you struggle with the job. It is a job that no one really can prepare you for. It helps if you come from a big family. But the job of parenthood is 24/7, full-time, overtime, all the time. And the thing about parents, they don't really get the thanks that they are due. Your children will arrive at that one day of how much they owe to you, and then they will tell you, and they will say, oh, mom, oh, dad, grandma, thank you. We do that. One day we somehow awaken to the idea that we have been blessed by people who have cared for us our whole lives. God's grace. Grace meaning that you didn't earn it. God's grace means that you are given things that you did not earn. That is the grace of God. And parents are so often a symbol of that. Mine were. My mother and father, the most perfect parents for me, who guided me in this journey and guide me still. I don't think my parents ever gave me one bit of bad advice in my entire life. My entire life. So I sit here this morning thankful for my parents, Hubert and Evelyn. And I'm thinking of the parents that I've seen in the middle of the night with those sick children. Wow. A loving parent will do without. They will go hungry to feed their children. They will deny themselves all the joys and things and material gifts that they want in order to make the world better for their children. They will lie awake at night wondering, hoping, trying to figure out how to do things better, to make things better for their children. It's Sunday morning. I'm having a smoke, thinking about things. One of the things I'm thinking about is a bunch of you parents. God bless you. From a 30-year pediatrician, 30 years in the pit, that emergency and critical care. 30 years. And one of the best things about it, we're parents. The same things that people talk about in pediatrics, they say the parents will drive you crazy. My father told me, son, if you enjoy the things about a specialty that everybody else hates, that's your specialty. Well, guess what? I love parents. I love educating parents about their children. And I had 30 good years of doing that, of educating parents about their children in the middle of the night. And I took it to heart. Lord knows I took it to heart. Thank you, Lord Father, for blessing me with that on this Sunday. That's what I say. Thank you, Lord, for blessing me with the abilities that I had as a physician. And Lord knows I was a very good physician. 30 years. Staring death in the face so many times. Staring death in the face. I know death well. I smelled his breath. And I told him, you're not taking this one. God is my witness. I'm here to fight. I'm here to fight. Long nights, caring for children, critically ill on ventilators. And yet their parents were there, watching and observing while I did my thing. While I did my thing to care for their child. And for the most part, we won. That's right, we won. Overwhelmingly, we won. But anyway, so today, this Sunday, all of you who are parents out there right now, God bless you. All you grandparents that have raised children, when you tired, you already raised your own and you got to raise some more. All the people who adopt and love people from afar, God bless you. You are the people who are making this world a better place. And indeed, it is parents right now who are outraged about the shootings, as you should be. Parenthood. It will cause you to stand up and take a stand when one leg is ailing. Parenthood. You will drag that leg to get what is necessary for that child. Today, this Sunday, I celebrate you. I celebrate all you parents. God bless you. And may the Lord bless you forever. God bless.
That was excellent. You know, I think one of the things we talked about early on was the experience that we have and our ability to share those experiences by becoming good storytellers. And that was an excellent story, my brother. That I've been thinking about how do we get our peers to share their experiences. We had discussed having this Mecca Mastermind series where Howard alumni can share their experiences with other people that we can grow and learn from. And that was one of those experiences that you just shared. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thanking those parents once again, in the process, people say, and they have said, service is good for the soul. So I got the experience that you think that I was doing something for them, but never, never forget what they were doing for me.
Absolutely.
That changed me. All of those people changed me. And I am happy to say, in the beginning, I told myself I was never going to protect myself from the people. I said, I'm going to allow myself to feel. Even if it hurts me as a physician, I'm going to allow myself to feel. I'm going to know you. When I'm fighting for you, I'm going to know you. So it's a different thing, but that was the wonderful thing because you can do it like that at the bedside. At the bedside, because the parents would look in my eyes and they knew what I was about. And I was about saving that child, okay? That was for real. So thank you for thanking me, and thank Father for all of us.
Mario, go ahead and hit that button, the applaud button.
Come on. Get ready. Morning coffee. Let me grab my guitar. That's the way we do stuff. Hey, come on.
First off, I'm not your regular dude. I bust moves like a young MC. Yeah, sorta, that would be me. I be thinking about putting down the mic one day, then I get some more
Morning
love.
coffee, y'all.
Gotta play. Hey, what can I say? I'm a Leo to the finish, man. I love God, so my faith won't diminish me.
Happy
Once
Memorial
I step up
Day,
to the
y'all.
mic, I speak truth. Hip hop wasn't designed to exploit the black youth, but somewhere along the lines we dropped the ball. Yeah, I mean that man in the mirror, yeah, that ball dude. But now I'm back to right the wrongs of my past world. So let me walk this off my list like my name's Earl. Articulate my thoughts clearly like Professor Les.
Yes.
Do you remember Rap City with Deja and Les? I'm looking at the front door, bless the main source. You're full yet, wait till I hit you with the main course. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. I'd rather listen to Tribe or shit alone. You like my raps, but really I write songs. I like to do it like this once in a while to show some versatility and make you all smile. It's been a long time coming, I know. I feel it too. The more I take a break, it's like the more I break through. With my time, the space boy funk, I'm on point. You bless this microphone every time I
on.
pen and pad. I face the bad head on escape. Inside the music, see my diary's a song it's on. Till I write my next verse, then I go again. Into the studio, I feel I gotta flow again. This ain't just music to me, it's like my recipe. To be honest, it's more creative tranquility. This ain't just music to me, it's like my recipe. To be honest, it's more creative tranquility. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be in the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be in the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. They say they get me, I don't think they ever got me. My name's Kowalski, but they call me Kawasaki. I'm line of funds, but in real life I'm more like Chachi or Cola. I told you, I'm funky like granola. Bars, can't you see that I'm a star? Who pumps his own gas in the cold really fast? I pass on your gold digging stash. I'd rather make my own money, not advance me loan money. No, I was spitting when you was a kid. You doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be in the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. I was spitting when you was a kid. You doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be in the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. So there you go. Nobody's got my DNA. Nobody's got my DNA.
Nobody's got my DNA. Alexa, play broadcast transition. See ya.
Your playlist, Broadcast Transition,
See
on
ya,
Amazon
people.
Music.
See ya. Oh, yeah. See ya.
Gotta go.